Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is September 2nd, and look what we got going on here this morning. I'm going to stop this right here. You can see that about 3 a.m. we started to get some thunderstorm activity there across some of the San Joaquin Valley, right up the I-5 corridor, some of the coastal range there as well. You can see it move up towards the I-5 corridor, a bit further north, and then towards places like Sacramento as we go through this morning. And you can see it mainly right now east of the I-5 corridor, getting out towards some of the foothill areas. But look at the desert areas as well, and some areas across the transverse and peninsular ranges are getting thunderstorm activity as we go this morning. This is current right now. You can see the sun rising with that thunderstorm activity ongoing. Quite the sight there this morning. Now, hopefully you guys can send me some pictures if you see any on the Patreon page. The link will be down below. But yeah, fairly active weather morning ongoing right now as the sun rises across the area. Great time to have one of these Tempest weather stations, lightning detection system with it. The best option, just pure and simple, for the price, is this weather station. So click on the link down below. It helps support the channel as well, and yeah, you won't regret it. Now, over the last 6 hours, you can clearly see where this lightning activity is pretty widespread across some of Central California, all the way up the I-5 corridor and starting to approach Sacramento there and off to the east of San Francisco as well. And again, the desert area is pretty active back towards the Arizona border this morning. Now, we got fires out there as well. The Garnett fire is producing a fair amount of smoke. We have some red flag warnings across some of Northern California as well. So, keep your wits about you. That Garnett fire is about 27,000 acres now. And look at this. We got Tropical Depression 12E. And if I click on that, you can see it is scheduled to become a tropical storm and kind of move back towards Baja. But I'll show you what the latest European shows with that as well. It could bring some moisture back to the southwest, but this is not a slam dunk. And you can see how they have the Eastern Pacific Basin storm names and the pronunciations already going. The Lorena would be the storm if it does indeed become a tropical storm. Then you can see the next one would be Mario, Narda, Octave, Priscilla, Raymond, Sonia, and so on as you go. And it's pretty rare that you get to the end of this list there. You can see Zelda and Zeke kind of transfer back and forth each year as you go through the year 2030. Fun stuff there. So a chance of measurable rain through the evening here across the higher terrain. Better chances. We cannot rule out some thunderstorm activity moving across some of Southern California out towards the coastal areas here this morning and on in through the day today as well. So keep that in the back of your mind. Chances are you can kind of see below 50%. It may not, but definitely across some of the higher terrain, those chances are not bad. So what's going on? We got this upper level low right here, kind of on the western periphery of this monsoon moisture, kind of moving back up across the region. That is causing these thunderstorms here as we go through this morning. And then we go off into the extended a little bit more. We got another trough starting to approach California, Oregon border there as we go through Friday. And then we got another trough through the extended forecast that would definitely kick this monsoon moisture out through the extended forecast. And this would be a nice, this would be suppressing temperatures and bringing some nice cool weather here to the state of California, at least relatively speaking. So yeah, we'll watch that through the extended forecast. And then as I speak at the very end of that run, another ridge tries to build here on the west coast of North America. So I'll look at a composite reflectivity on the latest HER. Actually, this is the 12Z HER. The 13 is running as we speak, but we'll take a look at this one. And you can see some of that activity moving towards the peninsular range and the transverse range. And you'll notice this, it's not picking this up that well, but it is showing it across some of the San Joaquin Valley towards Modesto and Sacramento there. Then it starts to push off to the north and it does weaken during the day today. But you can see this really fire back up again across the Sierra Nevada and even just off to the east of places like Bakersfield and across the higher terrain, peninsular range down through Baja and some of the desert areas up towards Las Vegas, portions of maybe Tonopah, Nevada, and Nevada as well, getting thunderstorm activity as we go through today. And then we go through tomorrow and you'll see kind of this redevelopment, especially across some of the higher terrain of Southern California. Cannot completely rule out some of that getting a little bit further west here, but it doesn't really look like it on the latest high resolution rapid refresh. But some heavy rainfall and some prolific lightning producers with this activity all the way on into tomorrow. Now, if we take a look, there's the upper level load there, and this is that monsoon moisture kind of moving across the region. What you'll also see is 12E down here, which would soon be named Lorena if it does become that tropical storm. So there's that monsoon moisture as we go through tomorrow morning. There's Lorena kind of spinning off of Baja and then moving northbound right there. Then the Europeans like, no, we're going to send this off to the west and no threat here to the southwest USA. So we'll see. Maybe the Hurricane Center will update their track of that system as we go through the day today. We'll see about that. So total precipitation in inches. Just scroll through here. You can kind of see the hit and miss nature of this as I scroll through the 6-day period. I'll go through that again, and it might be underdoing some of the precipitation that did fall this morning across some of the San Joaquin Valley and up across the foothill areas also. Now, again, upper level low. I like to show these upper level charts. This is 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. You can kind of see that upper level low here again on the western periphery of the monsoon high, allowing that monsoon moisture to come back up across California, and kind of see that feature move up as we go through the day today. So that's what's causing that thunderstorm activity as we go through the day today. And again, there's 12, I believe it was 12E, and it will be named Lorena, monsoon moisture across the state of California. You can see the intertropical convergence zone down there across the tropics in the state of Hawaii off to the left there. And there's our next upper level low that's going to start to approach over the next few days as well. We'll keep watching that one on a daily basis. Now, National Beta Models, I'll scroll through this pretty quickly here, but you can see a cooling trend as we go through this upcoming weekend. So definitely that to look forward to. Some pretty warm temperatures here today, and tomorrow should be starting to cool down as we go towards the weekend. And if that trough comes in with the vengeance, it'll drop it down maybe even a little bit more. And the artificial intelligence, we'll go through this here really quick. Let's see what it shows with the tropical system down there. Well, it shows it moving up towards Baja. I think it's kind of brought back towards the Sierra Madre there, and maybe into south, maybe down towards southwest, Arizona, New Mexico. Not much to speak of there. But then you can see that next trough kind of swinging towards the coastline here. How much precipitation would that have associated with it? Maybe some for the higher terrain. Who knows? We'll watch that. We're looking way off into the fantasy forecast there, but it does show a bit of it. It's hard to wring out much out of a mid-latitude cyclone at this time of year, but we can dream, and it would definitely cool things down. Now, 6 to 10 day, look at that below normal signal there for portions of California as that troughing moving through during that time frame, September 7th through the 11th. And there's the 6 to 10 day, kind of a mixed bag there, including Northern California. We'll see how that goes. And if you want to donate some of your hard-earned money, the Patreon page is a great way to do it. It lets creators keep a lot of what you are donating. So anyway, probably going to head out and try to find some dust devils or some forest fires here today. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. We will do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.